Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Now we are on the second video of understanding the origins of the Arabic letters to understand how to read in the Holy Book, the Holy Quran. So you can see in front of you there is a diagram of teeth, and you can see that the names of the teeth are written in front of you in English also and in Arabic also. So we will first learn about the details of the teeth because it has a very important role in producing, in reading, in reciting many of the Arabic letters. So you can see in front of you the number one, the first type of teeth, which is about the central two teeth. These are known as thanaya ulya. In English, these are known as central incisor. Well, why to understand the Arabic names of these teeth? Of the teeth, it is necessary because many books in which we understand about the origins and about the makharij of the Arabic letters, the Arabic names are written. So this is necessary and this is important that we should know the Arabic names of the teeth. Okay, so in front of you the diagram you can see that the central incisor, the most extreme central teeth which are in front of the mouth are known as central incisor. And we must know that the teeth which are in upper jaw, they in the names in Arabic, they are known as ulya. These are teeth which are in upper jaw are having ulya in their name. Ulya in Arabic means upper, as you can see here. So these are called incisors, central incisors, which are in upper jaw. Central incisors, thanaya. Here it's their name is written here, and ulya means upper central incisors. Central incisor which are in upper jaw. Like this, you can see in the lower jaw that the name of these central incisors is written as thanaya sufla. It means sufla means lower. The teeth, the incisors, central incisor which are in lower jaw. So you can see that all the names in lower jaw are having sufla in their name, and all the names in upper jaw are having ulya written in Arabic in their names. So this is the common thing that all the names with upper jaw, the teeth which are in upper jaw will have the name ulya in their name, which means upper, and the teeth which are in the lower jaw will have sufla in their names, which means lower. So the central incisors are known as thanaya, and upper central incisors thanaya ulya. Next to it are a pair of two teeth which is known as lateral incisor, and in Arabic these are known as ruba'i. In upper jaw ruba'i ulya, and in lower jaw ruba'i sufla. Next to them is a pair of two teeth which are known as canine, and in Arabic they are known as anyab. In upper jaw anyab ulya, and in lower jaw anyab sufla. Next to them is a pair of premolars, first premolar. So these first premolar, the pair of these two teeth in upper jaw and in lower jaw are known as lawahik. In upper jaw it is lawahik ulya, and in lower jaw it is lawahik sufla. Next to it are three pairs, which means 6 teeth in every jaw. three in left side and three in right side. So these three pairs are known as second premolar, first molar, and second molar. And the name of these three pairs in Arabic is known as called tawahin. And in upper jaw it is tawahin ulia, and in lower jaw it is tawahin sufla. And next to them is third molar, which is also known as wisdom tooth, wisdom teeth. And the name of these third molar in Arabic is nawajiz. And in upper jaw it will be nawajiz ulia as previous, and in lower jaw it will be nawajiz sufla. So this is the detail of teeth which are found in mouth, which are in mouth, and it is necessary to learn their names to to get understand about the origins of the letters clearly, because the letters we have read in the previous class, except those the remaining letters need are concerned the origins is concerned the origins are concerned with the teeth. So it was necessary to learn to understand the teeth, so that in the next lesson for to understand the remaining letters. One more thing, that these teeth which are known as zawahik, Tawahin, and Nawajis. These three types of teeth, first molar, second molar, first premolar, second premolar, first molar, second molar, and third molar. These all premolars and molars are known as adras in Arabic. These are known as adras. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. In the previous class, we have learned about the origins of some letters, and the conclusion of that lesson was that we have learned about the origin Jawf, Jawful Fam, cave, and we have learned that Alif, Ya, and Waw is produced from this origin. The next origin was throat, and it had three parts: top throat, lower throat, and middle throat. And we have learned that from the top throat we pronounce ha and ghain, and from the middle throat we pronounce ha and ain, and from the lower throat, which is nearer to the chest, we produced hamza and ha. Next region was far tongue, which when touch to the part which is called uvula in mouth, it produces qaf and kaf. But qaf is produced from a part which is a little nearer to our chest or to our throat. Next region was middle tongue, and we produce jim, shin, and ya from this point. Now we will concern in detail about those letters which are produced, which are pronounced when they are concerned, they are linked with the teeth, with our teeth. So first of all, we will learn about the letter Zod. The letter Vod is pronounced by the upturned back edge of the tongue when it touches the roots of molars and premolars. It means when we pronounce a word, we should upturn and we should try to touch the back edge of our tongue, this part of our tongue, to the roots of molars and premolars, the point where these teeth are joining with our jaws. So this is the right way to pronounce this letter, and as I told you that this letter is pronounced by touching, by trying to touch the both side, but it is a bit difficult to turn the both sides of the tongue and try to touch the back edge of the both sides to both roots of molars and premolars. The most easiest way to pronounce a word is that we should back turn, we should upturn the back edge of left side of our tongue and try to touch that point with the roots of our molars and premolars, with the roots of our al-dawahik and tawahin. The next letter which we will concern is lam. So lam is pronounced by the edge of the tongue when it touches the gums of the teeth, which extended from the premolars one side to the premolars on the other side. So this is the origin of letter lam. Now it means that we will touch this part of the tongue with upper palate. This letter will be pronounced by touching this part of our tongue, the edge of the tongue, by touching the part which is in between the premolars of one side to the premolars of other side, and because that part is this part pronounced letter lam. Lam. So this is the origin of letter lam. Again, at the edge of the tongue when it touches to the palate, the part of palate which is in between the premolars of right side and premolars of the left side. An easy way that you will touch the tongue's edge to our palate. Next origin is the edge of the tongue when touching the gums of the teeth, which extends from the canine on one side to the canine on the other side. And from this origin letter noon is pronounced. Well, the origin of letter noon, ra and lam, as I told in previous classes, is almost same, a little bit difference of the place in our palate. So letter lam was pronounced with the part of palate which is in between premolars, and letter noon is pronounced with the point of mouth, with the point of palate which is in between canines. You can see here that lam and noon, these are almost the lam is pronounced from here and noon and ra are pronounced from this point. The next origin is the edge of the tongue, including the immediate top when touching the gums of the central incisors, sanaya ulya, and the lateral incisors, rubai ulya. So it means that letter ra, this is the origin of letter ra. So letter ra will be pronounced by the point of palate, by the part of palate which is in between the central incisors, upper central incisors, and up then sanaya ulya, which are lateral incisors. So we should understand here that we have learned about three letters. Letter lam is pronounced with a point with a part of palate which is in between the premolars. Letter noon is pronounced from the part which is in between canines. And letter ra is pronounced with the part of palate which is in between Thanaya Ulya and Rubai Ulya, which are central incisors and lateral incisors. So this part is for ra, this part is for noon, and this part is for lam. Conclusion of this lesson is that letter ra, lam and noon, these letters are pronounced by the edge of the tongue when it meets with the part without palate. Next origin. The next origin is the tip of the tongue when it touches the roots of thanaya ulya. Now we should understand it by this picture also. The tip of the tongue when touching the roots of thanaya ulya. The letter ta, to and dal. Letter ta, to and dal. You can see that we will touch the tongue's tip with the roots of thanaya ulya, the joining part, the part which is joined with our palate, with our jaw, this part. The tongue would touch the root of these teeth, thanaya ulya. Here we can see that we will touch this part of our teeth to pronounce ta, to and da. The next region is the tip of the tongue when touching the edge of the upper central incisors, thanaya ulya. Now, the difference between the origin of to, dal and ta and the origin of lo, tha and dal is that in these letters which are in orange color, the tip of the tongue will touch the root of the teeth, this part of thanaya ulya. And in these three letters, letter ra, tha and dal, it will touch the edge of the teeth, this part. So we can understand it that these three letters, letter tha, ra and dal, are pronounced from the edge of thanaya ulya, central incisors, and letter ta, dal and ta are pronounced from the root of this pair, thanaya ulya. The next origin is the tip of the tongue when touching the edge of the lower incisors, including the upper central incisors. Now you can understand it in this picture that the tip of the tongue, it will touch this part of the teeth and it will touch this part which is in a lower jaw, and it will also include the edge of upper incisors, upper central incisor. It means mainly it will touch these two teeth, the edge of this part of these two teeth, and it will also include these two teeth, this part of upper central incisors. So this origin is for za, sin and sod, and it is obvious that it may result in joining the both teeth together, because when this tongue, when the tip of the tongue touches the both teeth, upper jaw's teeth and lower jaw's teeth, it is obvious that both teeth will also join a little bit to pronounce these letters za, sin and sod. So this is all for today's lesson. The conclusion of the lesson is that we have learned about today we have learned about letter Wad, which is pronounced by upturned back edge of the tongue when it touches the roots of molars and premolars. You can see here it will touch the root of molars and premolars, this part, the left side. So word is pronounced from this origin. The next letter was letter lam, and it is pronounced by the edge of the tongue when it touches the gums of teeth, which is extended from premolars from one side to another side. It means that will be approximately this part of our palate. The next two letters are letter noon and ra, and these are pronounced by the edge of the tongue when it touches the gums of the teeth, which are in between canines, which is almost this part. And letter noon is pronounced by the edge of the tongue when it touches the part which is in between the letter ra. Letter ra is pronounced from the part which is in between the rubai and fama. So the part of palate for lam will be almost this part, letter noon will be this part, and letter ra will be this part. The next origin was the tip of the tongue when it touches the root of the upper central incisors. The root of the upper central incisor, and from this point, letter ta, dal, and ta are pronounced. The next origin was the tip of the tongue when it touches the edge of the upper incisors, central incisors, this point, and from this point, letter la, tha, and dal are pronounced. And the last one was that when the tip of the tongue touches the edge of lower central incisors, and it also includes the edge of upper central incisors. From this origin, letter za, sin, and sa are pronounced. So this is all for today's lesson. Inshallah, we will continue with the next words in the next class. Till then, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.